at me. Look at that guy.
Welcome to the I Love Monday show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday, here with Joe Yanetty, who hasn't been here for a while. What's up, Joe?
Yeah.
What's up?
Not much.
Nice hat.
Thank you, sir.
That's like something like Jake LaMotta would wear. Right?
Smooth. No, actually, you want me to tell you a story about this hat?
Do we have a choice?
Do we have a choice? Yeah, you could say later.
Go ahead, tell me.
All right, so I love this hat. It's a derby, and I'm working in Atlantic City. I'm walking down the boardwalk. I see the hat. I buy the hat. That night after the shows, I'm in the big High Rollers lounge in the Tropicana, and this monster walks up to me and goes, "Hey, that's a nice hat." I go, "Thank you very much." He goes, "What's that, $400 or $500 hat?" I go, "No, actually, I paid $20 for it on the boardwalk today." He goes, "You're full of shit." I go, "Dude, I paid $20 for the hat." He goes, "I'll give you $50 for it right now." I go, "Well, actually, I really like the hat, and they're really hard to find." He goes, "I'll give you $50. I'll break your fucking legs." And I go, "Sold." And I sold him the hat for $50. It was...
Did he give you a $50 bill, or was it two 20s and a 10?
Probably two 20s and a 10. Come to think of it, that's probably the most important part of the story.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, fuck, Carlo. It was
Who was this guy?
Chuck Wepner, the Bayonne bleeder, the first guy to knock down Muhammad Ali.
Oh, right.
Like Sylvester Stallone was at the fight. He went the distance.
Yeah.
Was at the fight, and then he went home and wrote Rocky.
How did it end up with you and him?
Me and
Chuck.
Chuck is a great guy.
Right.
But you know what I found out? There was a movie. I go back to my partners. They're like, "We got to make a movie about this guy." I go, "They did. It's called Rocky." I'm like, but they just made the movie, and Liev Schreier played Chuck Wepner. And you want to hear a funny story that he told me?
Yeah.
He's going to fight Muhammad Ali. He buys his wife negligee. He goes, I go, "Honey, tonight you're going to fuck the heavyweight champ of the world." And he knocks Ali down, and he goes to his manager. He goes, whatever the guy's name was, "Pop the champagne, Carlo. We won. We won." He goes, "You better turn around, Chuck. He's getting up, and he looks really mad." So Ali beats him in a decision. He went the distance. And then he goes back to his hotel room. His wife's sitting on the corner of the bed in the negligee. And she goes, "So is he coming here, or do I have to go to his room?"
When in his career did he fight him, Ali? Was it early on?
I have no idea what year it was, but I'm guessing, Ali wasn't in his prime.
Yeah, right.
I mean, well, Chuck was probably a pretty good fighter, but he told me all these things. And then they made the movie about him. And I found out that all the stuff he told me was mostly lies. Like he told me that Sylvester Stallone, the company, they hired him to be a technical advisor. And he said, they owe me $1,500, and they said, "We'll give you a couple of points on the film. We don't have any money. We could give you the money, but we want to put it into the movie." And he said, "Fuck you, give me my money." And that amount of money would have been like a gazillion dollars. And I found out he was making that up. That wasn't true. But he was an entertaining guy. He was really funny.
Crying poor.
Yeah.
How you doing, Klasky?
Go ahead.
I'm good. How are you?
What's going on? So you guys watch the Pats? You've been following the Patriots?
Of course.
What's the story? What are you thinking here, bud?
What am I thinking?
Cam Newton?
I love people. Bill Belichick
Yep.
dominates the NFL for 20 years.
Yep.
He loses 4 games. I fucking knew it was Brady. Belichick had nothing to do with it. Like,
It's
fuck
still
you.
Belichick's bigger than Brady.
I fucking hate people that have totally disowned Bill Belichick because, yesterday the Patriots won.
Shouldn't have, but they
and
did.
Tom Brady lost.
They won because of coaching yesterday, by the way.
Because of coaching.
Because of coaching.
That's what I said.
All day long.
I'll show you the text. I sent my sister a text saying Bill Belichick won that game.
100%. Because they don't have the horses. They really don't.
No,
I was really
of course
thinking we were going to get like an artistic renaissance in Boston because everybody would stop watching these games on Sundays and take up painting or some shit.
No.
But no, we'll just keep watching it and screaming and blaming. And I know people that hate watch the Buccaneers at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like it angers them for 4 hours, and they're watching the same Verizon commercial 62 times just to be mad at Tom Brady.
Yeah. My sister has a system. She has a big TV in her house. She has a little TV in her house, and a radio, and if the Patriots are doing good, she leaves them on the big TV. If they make a couple of bad plays, she puts them on the small TV. Then if they make more bad plays, she mutes the TV. I'm like, you're the worst fan of all time.
She sounds like a crazy person.
Oh, she's texting me about how much they suck, and I can't believe the pay. All right, I'll tell you something about my sister. I am literally dying. I am going through cancer treatments, and if you two were talking to each other, it would exhaust me just listening. That's how messed up I was. And my sister screams at football games. And she goes, Joe, I promise I'm going to be good. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to do anything. That's how the first play, they kick off. The other team runs the ball back like 30 yards. And she's like, what the fuck? They suck. Where's the fuck? I'm like, what's wrong with you?
It's some primeval. What is it? Primordial? Primal old shit, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. She has a lot of anger.
Yeah. But like we need that. Like they would have the gladiators go in there and you'd go down there and start screaming. I think we need to just do that, right?
Yeah.
And football's the last thing we have.
People have actually said this to me. I fucking knew it was Brady. I wish I was at the game so I could spit at Belichick when he's leaving the stand. I'm like, 20 fucking years.
Morons.
He's got 7 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
It was all Brady.
I know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like his boss hasn't given that guy a raise in 20 years. He's never
Nice.
said a fucking word, but he's going after the coach of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that fight, Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. the other
did.
night? I saw it.
I really want to see that.
What was it? Give me what? Should I even bother?
Tyson won. It was 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds.
Okay.
8 rounds.
Oh, they were only 2 minutes.
2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
And Tyson was in good shape. He was definitely a little rusty, but he definitely won the fight every round. And Roy Jones.
Every round?
He won every round. And Roy Jones was holding on for dear life, but he had flashes. You remember him when he used to fight Roy Jones? He was good. He was like a defensive fighter. I don't know if you remember him.
Didn't he win more weight classes than anyone
4.
else?
Yeah.
4 weight classes.
That's the honeymoon.
Draw though, right?
They called it a draw. It was like you could see that Tyson let up on him. Like you just knew he knew
it
that
was an
Roy Jones was
exhibition.
done. Like and he just kind of let him. They just fooled around a little bit, but it was real. I mean, Tyson's probably better than half the heavyweights still. I think.
Oh man, I
he
remember
looked pretty good.
he was just
I know.
devastating.
That uppercut.
But I think Ali in his prime would have beat him in his prime.
Yeah, if Ali could take his punch, that's what. the
Ali
only
was a
thing.
better dodger.
Yeah, he was a great. He was just.
I used to let you ever see George Foreman?
Yeah, he's
George
good.
Foreman would throw a punch from here to here.
Yeah, I know.
And the guy would just
I know.
boom, because he knew how to put
He fought in
all
his
the
40s,
energy.
right?
What?
He fought in his 40s, didn't he? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
He won a champion in his 40s. I mean.
He was. He actually said this himself. He was viciously mean. Like he genuinely hated the people he would fight. Yeah. And then he became in his older days, he became this marshmallow. Like this great guy
Once he
named
got the grill, it was all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? How many kids does he have named George Foreman?
17.
I met a couple of them.
Really?
Yep, they went to school with somebody that I know.
Did you meet George or George?
I met George. It was one of the ones he had later when he was, kind of talking slower. So George was hanging out with us, and I was dying to just sucker punch him in the back of the head so that I could say that I knocked down George Foreman. But
That's so typical you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
that's
do
what
it.
those guys deal with all the time.
Yeah,
People
you're
constantly
right.
this is nothing like it, but my friend is a juggler, and we're working on a cruise ship, and we're eating, and he goes, yeah, people throw stuff at me. I go, what? He goes, people just throw shit at me. I go, no, sir. And the guy leaving the buffet goes, hey, juggler, and fucking throws a piece of fruit at him.
What, to see if he can juggle it?
I was like,
To see if he can juggle it?
like catch it or whatever.
That's how
And
Houdini died.
I go, I will never complain about people asking me to tell them a joke ever again.
That's hilarious. Yeah, right? I never even think of that.
Yeah, they just throw shit at jugglers.
If you're a doctor, somebody's like, hey, check this mole. If you're a comedian, they say,
I got a
take
sore
a joke.
throat.
If you're a juggler, they throw stuff at you. That's
Be a
fucking
man.
amazing.
What'd you do Thanksgiving? Did you cook? Because you're a pretty avid cooker.
I cooked some. The wife cooked some. My wife made an amazing turkey, which was wonderful, but how she did it in a bag that was too small for the turkey. You ever cook in a cooking bag?
No.
Dude, if you're me, you put a tablespoon of flour in the bag. You throw the potatoes, the carrots, everything, onions. You put the fucking turkey in the bag, you seal it up, You put it in the oven, it cooks in half the time.
Really?
And it is no basting, no nothing, and it is the juiciest turkey you'll ever have in your
What
life.
about deep frying? Isn't that's supposed to be pretty juicy?
Yeah, but it's really dangerous. You ever see the idiots that put the frozen turkey in the boiling oil?
Blows up.
And it explodes.
When you were talking about putting the bag around the meat that wouldn't fit, I think I was talking about putting a condom on that entire time to the deep fry part.
Putting a bag on
They
your
were
meat.
bragging over
Put
there.
a bag on your meat.
Feeds a family of 14.
That'd be a good shirt. Put a bag on your meat.
Yes.
Put your meat in a bag.
I bet your meat would look good in a bag.
My meat looks good everywhere. Except on cold days.
What do we got? Who is Miss Monday this week, Cluster?
Miss
Oh, I
Monday
can't
this
wait.
week is Princess Adeem. She is a doctor, a model, and
Yo!
an ex-beauty queen. I deny that. I think she's a current beauty queen, if you ask me. There's nothing that this lady can't do. She's a lover of the arts and a supporter of Boston's young creatives. Just so you know, I'm young and creative, Adeem. Catch her this
Guys
spring
will look
on-
good together.
She's going to be on Boston's Grind. I hope that's what I think it is. It's a 6-part docuseries focused on celebrating Boston's young talents in arts and creativity. Follow her at Princess Adeem 1 to learn more. She was brought to us this week by John's Roast Beef. Head down to 111 Western Avenue in Lynn
Holy
today.
God, that was the best roast beef sandwich, man.
Oh, man.
John's
that was
roast beef
delicious.
brought Princess Adeem here.
It is so
Yes.
delicious. He has
Yep.
the best roast beef.
Dr.
sushis.
Princess Adeem.
Yep.
Yep. And if you want to call for takeout or delivery, you call 781-595-6105. Tell them Adeem sent you.
Really? Yeah.
Adeem,
I'm skeptical of the PhD, but she could cure a lot of shit that's wrong
no,
with me.
I've met her before. She's brilliant. She's a brilliant girl. I've met her.
What
before.
kind of doctor is she?
I'm not sure. Doctor of Love.
I don't know, but I don't know, but when I waited for my thing, I just came in immediately naked. I was just
Do you
like,
remember? Do you remember we met her at that Snow Bunny event?
oh shit,
Do you remember, Tonzo? Yeah. Yeah, we met her at the Snow Bunny event.
that's right.
That was in South Boston. What's the name of that joint? Whatever.
The Kaverzang.
Yeah.
I want to
The,
know what the copay is.
This is the Kaverzang.
If you go to see her, what's the copay?
Yeah, right.
She's a shrink. You probably. Should
She's
go-
a psychiatrist?
You should go see her.
I definitely fucking need her help.
Nothing.
Seriously, ask my wife.
I don't care how smart
My
she is.
wife will tell you I need a fucking doctor.
She already told me.
I don't think she can make you shrink.
Did she whisper it in your ear,
No,
Carlo?
no, she told me straight
Son
up.
of a bitch. You're lucky she's not here.
What do we got, Clus? What's next?
Last week we talked about how our original segment, Be a Man, it was growing like wildfire on Instagram and TikTok. That's social media for you folks at home. We got nearly 100,000 followers, like right off the bat. We started this maybe a little bit over a week ago. The Be a Man revolution got 150,000 followers
seen Be a Man?
on TikTok.
No, but I'm going
alone.
to start my own called It's a Scratch.
Yeah.
It's just a scratch.
1.62 million people have liked the brand because that shit is blowing up. And
That's
let's-
awesome.
It's kicking ass on TikTok.
Yeah, let's give a big round of applause to our Be a Man over here. It's a
Yeah.
milestone for us.
Yeah.
Do you got anything the fans sent in or anything?
Yeah, we do actually.
Do you have Marlon Brando saying, "Be a man"?
We should
Isn't
get
he
that
dead?
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they recorded it
Yeah.
in a fucking movie called The Godfather. You're not Italian.
Resurrect Italian
Turn in
heroes.
your
Be a
fucking
Man.
necklaces.
Andrea on TikTok, she must have gotten in early to get the name Andrea. She wrote, I watched every single video yesterday and then made my husband watch them all with me. I was like, watch these. Be a man.
Nice, nice.
You know, I saw that and I thought she was talking about I Love Mondays. And I'm
No.
like, she watched every episode. They're an hour and a half.
You know the Be a Man guy's got some wedding proposals since this whole thing has started.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very manly.
He's even had underwear mailed to the studio. Yeah. Men's underwear.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
That's right.
See, I got one. It makes me think of one right now because I got a couple ex-wives. It should be don't get a divorce, kill her, be a man.
Divorce her with an axe. Be a man.
What do we got next?
You
Clus?
can have that.
2020 has been tough on everybody, and as a man, it's been tough to pull motivation from anywhere. So, John Darville writes, "This guy, man, ha ha ha, the hero men needed for 2020."
Yes.
John Darville,
He's a 2020 savior. I mean,
Yes.
let's face it. You know?
Yeah.
yes,
Him and the black guy with the huge cock.
yes.
Like there's only one.
No, you know that guy. You get those text messages.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that guy.
Yeah. Brady retiring and you.
What
click
about
on it and
Thanksgiving? You
it's-
got him and he had like carrot legs and a carrot. Hogan. Yeah, he's dead. I know.
Do you agree
Died
with-
of AIDS.
He's dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He was a porn star.
He's dead.
What's that, Clus?
Do you agree with John Darville's message that, like, 2020, it's been rough. Everybody's complaining, everybody's whining, but some people are stepping up and handling it, and he's saying that's how you
The
be a
man of the year for 2020 is the Be a Man guy. Boston Be a
agree.
Man.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, we all know it.
Yeah.
You know, we're finishing up strong here.
We should be on the cover of every magazine.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
The Boston Man magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suck a dick.
The
be a
Boston Man
man.
magazine, the Be a Man magazine. It's gonna be unbelievable.
Be a Man is more viral than the pandemic, so I think we should recognize.
Hold on, Be a Man. One of his videos when Chuck a Wrench went viral, didn't it?
Everything went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 million views.
Yeah.
1.2, Jesse.
Wow, it's up there.
I grew up with a kid named Chuck a Wrench.
Really.
Yeah. Irish kids.
From East Boston.
No one says that anymore. No one said that when I was a kid. That you never said throw something.
Chuck, right?
Everything was chuck it.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever play Muckle?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what Muckle
He
is?
struck out. He chucked the fucking bat over
What's
the
Muckle?
fence.
It's like where like one guy has the football and everybody tries to tackle him, and then
yeah.
he throws up the football because it hurts, and then there's somebody else gets beat up.
Oh, we used to call that. No, we used to do that with a pimple ball.
Did you ever play half ball?
Fuck yeah. I'm from Eastie.
I know, I was wondering.
3/4 of the time.
I didn't know if you weren't an athlete or what. I had no idea.
An athlete to play half ball?
Well, you
you played across the street. You had to throw half a rubber ball.
You have to have a little athletic ability.
All right. Did you play swing, miss, catch?
Nope.
When you played half ball, you pitch. If the guy swings and misses, and the catcher catches the ball, that's an out.
It's an out, right.
Swing, miss, catch.
Right.
You played that?
We played it, but we didn't call it that.
Okay. First floor. If you hit the first floor across the street, base hit. Second floor is a double. Third floor is triple. Over the roof.
But every neighborhood had a different, like, stadium.
Stadium.
You know?
Fucking stadium.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it was a
Yeah.
different stadium.
That's
It's
The
true.
front of my house.
That was different ground rules. Every house had different ground rules.
Why would you play half ball in a stadium? You can hit the fucking ball.
I'm
It
not
goes
saying,
10
I'm saying
feet.
hypothetically, if your house is considered a stadium, that was your
Oh,
stadium.
I thought you meant like
Yeah.
the stadium,
Come
like
on,
a real
Joe. Come on.
stadium.
Where's your brain tonight? Jesus.
Son of a bitch.
What's the next
Be a
one?
man.
That's it.
All right, this last one is our best fan-generated Be a Man submission for the week. We are definitely going to need to record this one. It's from Pupperdub, and it reads, "Got something complicated to build?
Pupperdub.
Don't use the instructions. Be a man."
100%.
I would love to see what Papa Dub looks like.
You can see a little.
Pupper dub.
Yeah, look at him. You see his picture there? He looks a little strange.
That guy looks like he hasn't assembled his own furniture ever in his entire life. The guy with that little...
Dude, my wife made us buy this L-shaped sofa, and I actually read the directions and put it together perfectly, and she was like, oh
That's
my
where
God.
she makes you sleep, right?
She go, what?
That's where she makes you sleep every night, right?
No, it pulls out. So she's like, I can't believe you did that. We didn't even have a fight. Like, she was used to people, chucking a wrench across the fucking house.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at that. I did it perfectly. And then we went to put it in the corner, and I put the whole fucking thing together backwards. Had to take the whole thing apart and put it back together the other way so it would fit in the corner.
Your L-shaped couch turned into a T-shaped couch. And
No, it turned into a square between the corner and the sofa. Like, here's the sofa, here's the corner.
Maybe the walls were off.
Yeah, I know. I should have fucking built the house around the sofa.
that makes sense.
Remind me not to hire you to build anything.
All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to check out a couple of Be a Mans. We're right back to Shoot the Shit with McKlasky and Yannetty.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
If you lose your hair, shave your head. Be a man. Chew your pills. Be a man.
All right, what do we got? Let's shoot the shit here, Klusk.
Psychotherapist reveals that mental health benefits could be had by decorating your house early for Christmas. 45% of Americans say that they're doing it this year because of being stuck in their houses, throwing up the lights, pulling out the reindeer, and that it's making them feel happy. It's awakening their senses. It gives them the idea that they're with their family. Do you believe any of that shit?
I mean, I noticed houses being decorated in October this year.
Yeah.
With Christmas,
Yeah.
I think everyone's stuck and, depressed.
It's hard to have like dead people on your front lawn while you're pulling them out of your house. You know what I mean? It's a little tacky for
Well,
lawn decor.
They desperately want to have a horrible fight with their spouse a little earlier this year.
Do you go like crazy decorating?
Oh, I go insane. I get a nice glass of bourbon, and then I watch my wife do it.
You instruct her?
Yeah, I tell her what to wear,
Yeah.
and then she puts the decorations wherever the fuck she wants.
Is it just the two of you?
I'm like, something fell, honey. Pick that
Is
up.
it just the two of you, like alone? Is it like a game?
No, I invite the whole fucking neighborhood to watch my wife put up the tree in a thong.
No, but
It's all in what you wear.
right.
You know, but then she takes it a little overboard and does the lights outside with the same outfit on.
Do you have-
Yeah, my neighbor Gary's like, you got an egg roll I can borrow?
What do you think, Klaus? Everyone's just trying to be
I get
positive
it.
and
I
happy.
think this was trending before the whole the pandemic thing. I think that people were kind of slightly Halloween decorations would come out, and some of the aisles had Christmas stuff in it already.
Right.
I think it's just like people like buying shit. I think it's just a buying thing.
Well, I always want to say to people when they post, what the fuck? It's September and they're putting Christmas decorations out. I always want to go, would you buy, asshole?
Yeah.
Because you know, they're fucking brainwashing us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be Christmas all year.
Trying
Yeah.
to make money. What are you going to do? It's good for the economy.
It's just Christmas is such stupid decorations to me. Like they're not fun. It's like it's like
a lot of work.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at these red berries that we don't eat. Like what?
What the
that's
fuck is
stupid
that?
shit. I don't know.
My wife goes, here's a mimosa and it's got raspberries in it.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
not-
like, what the fuck? Now I got to make my mouth a shape that I can drink and like act like a fucking goaltender and not let the berries go in my mouth because they're raw. You can't eat them.
Kyle, you know anything about investments?
Yeah.
I need your advice on investing. I was thinking of buying a ton of candy canes on December 26th this year
And save them till next year.
and then selling them next year. Do you think I could make my money back?
They'd
Maybe
probably
double
go,
it?
They'd probably go stale.
Who gives a
Oh,
fuck?
there's no such
Can
thing
you
as a
freeze
not-sale one.
candy canes?
You should.
Yeah.
You should,
Yeah?
I think.
You can
Yeah.
freeze anything.
All right, so if you could freeze the candy canes, then I say it's a good idea.
Challenge our viewers to,
I'll go
to
in
do it
on
at
it
home
with
and
you.
send us a video.
I'll go in on it with you.
Hey, can we challenge our viewers? If you're at home and you have candy canes, throw it in the freezer for what? 48 hours, 72 hours, let's say.
And see if it's
And then pull it out and show us what happens to the candy cane.
We can do peeps on Easter.
Right.
Yep.
Peeps after Easter.
Yep.
We get every holiday. You can buy fireworks after 4th of July.
The Christmas story challenge. You have to freeze a candy cane and get
Can
your
you
tongue
put
stuck
fireworks
to
in the
it.
freezer?
Yeah. What? You can put anything in the freezer if you have a big enough freezer.
Yep.
Ask any Italian.
Right.
Do you know what Carly, do you know what I have in that huge, giant, like walk-in freezer in my basement?
I didn't want to look when I was there.
It's just 2 more freezers.
Yeah, I didn't want to look.
You have 2 freezers inside a freezer.
I want to keep them really cold,
You can
Joe.
freeze a freezer.
He's got body parts.
Hey, when the vaccine comes out, he
I'm
can
gonna-
store it.
That's what I'm talking about.
He doesn't need it. He's like a vampire.
Well,
Yeah.
if one freezer goes to minus 30, and then you put another freezer inside, it's minus 60. You got to get to what? Minus 70?
I got to get a calculator is what I got to get
you a
because I can't follow the
scientist?
math.
Everyone knows this shit, Carl.
What's the next one?
Death row inmates, including Scott Peterson, were among those paid out with more than $140 million in COVID-19 jobless benefits, okay? So these are people collecting unemployment that are currently in jail for murdering their significant other. At least 158 claims were filed, and 400,000 of them were paid out to 133 death row inmates.
So,
Yeah,
Somebody-
file this under, what are you going to do to me?
Yeah, somebody...
I mean, these people,
right?
they were getting more money than the regular Joe. Like, you know what I mean? Or were they getting the same as
Probably
everyone?
because it was probably based off of whatever salaries they were most recently
Yeah,
getting.
but I
and
thought it was
Peterson
capped
did
off
pretty
at
good.
like $1,200.
Peterson had a boat, right? If he dumped his lit wife in the water, he must have had a boat.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was making good
He
money.
threw her off a fucking bridge.
Oh, all right.
Wasn't
Or
she
did he
wasn't
jump
she
off
pregnant?
the bridge?
She landed on the boat, right? That's right.
You're thinking of the Stewart.
Charles Stewart.
You're
Oh,
thinking
that's
of
not who that guy. Who's this
No.
guy?
No, this is this guy like
Scott
on
Peterson.
Christmas Eve went out on a boat fishing with his wife, and she was saying some stupid shit that pissed him off.
I like how you knew what happened before he killed her. She said some stupid shit. Like,
Remember the whole Charles Stewart thing? That was crazy.
oh yeah, he called the police and said that 2 black dudes killed
Yeah.
his wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that lasted for what, like a week?
Right.
Yeah, like there's like a there was probably a real crackdown.
And her
You know
that
that-
family was like mafia.
You know, every black person who saw that news report went, he's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't have done the accent, but
Yeah.
you get the point.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all they had to say.
You know what, Joe? Marky Mark said it best when he sang "Take a Walk on the Wild Side" and basically fixed that whole situation for Boston. I think, right?
Yeah.
That song's too old for Marky Mark.
No, he made a song about that.
Did he?
Yep.
He made a song about that guy?
He took a Bob Dylan song and then sang about the troubles in Boston and then made it cool.
Take a walk on the wild side?
Yeah, he's
like
like-
Dorchester?
And it would go and
Mattapan.
do.
And it was a high school cheerleader.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't forgive him for leaving the Super Bowl. I loved him before that. And then he used his kid. He had his kid be his scapegoat. He blamed his kid.
Isn't that why you have them?
Okay, so when I said my sister was the worst Patriots fan, I take that back.
Second worst.
Mark Wahlberg.
She's the second worst after
yeah.
him.
Yeah, that fucking really pissed me off. Can you see me?
Mark watches every week, so be
Oh,
careful.
shit.
Yeah.
His brother
Right.
does too.
I think he can take me.
This is playing 24 hours in every Wahlburgers.
I love his brother.
No, sure.
Did you see in that movie where I See Dead People? Like I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was Donnie Wahlberg
I
until
was
the
staring at his
credits
dick,
rolled.
so I didn't even notice his face. But it was
You were staring what?
he had this great tighty whities on, and I just,
They weren't that tight.
No, Mark filled it out better.
Yeah, he got a
He's
package.
got a better package.
Yep.
Yeah,
What's the
he
next
should.
one? What's the
He
next
should.
one?
He should put his meat in a bag.
A controversial Nigerian socialite causes a stir at a celebrity wedding after arriving with 6 heavily pregnant women who are all carrying his children.
Yeah, you know what that picture's called now? Evidence.
Yeah, right?
He's gonna be paying child support to every one of them.
Pretty Mike posed with his 6 baby mothers to be. He said the Instagram photo was not a film trick. He's just living their best life. He was reportedly arrested for taking women to a wedding in chains in 2017. So this must be the result of the honeymoon.
How did Pretty Mike get all these girls to agree to go with him? Like, you know what
He's
I'm saying?
pretty.
Nigeria.
He's Nigerian.
Yeah, this is Nigeria.
Yes.
It's got
Oh, what
different-
are they gonna do,
different
run away?
Different law. Different laws apply.
They're really fast.
It's like a Nigerian trait, I guess. I mean,
They trick every lady over 60 to give them their social security number on the phone. So
But the only problem here is now he needs 6
They all
unpregnant
concede-
wives.
they all
Wait a
concede.
minute. Did you say over 50? Oh, Jesus
They
Christ.
all
That's
six-
old now. 60?
Klasky, all
Yes.
6 of these girls, they were conceived the same night.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Really?
It was all
One-
the same. Supposedly, the babies are all going to be born within the same week of each other, depending if you're getting a C-section or you're giving natural.
Yeah.
Natural, you know what I mean? One or the other.
perfect timing. Jesus.
It was a turkey baster situation. This guy.
How many? 6?
6.
6.
It's pretty potent. I mean, doesn't your sperm weaken after the one?
I could do that.
Mine does.
After the first one?
I could do that one day.
You could get 6 girls
That's like
pregnant in
4
one day.
hours in between each one.
Yeah, but
Hell of a day.
You can't have an orgasm and
doesn't
be
your-
hard again in 4
I'm
hours.
not talking about that. I'm talking about your semen count. Doesn't that weaken?
Yeah,
with
like the
each
fifth one
ejaculation?
is going to be like not as intense.
Well, no, it's not going to be as powerful to get someone pregnant.
That's intense.
It's just like a wet cough.
Yeah.
He's really intense, I think.
Yeah.
I am very rarely intense. I sleep in the house.
Yeah, like so. Wait, maybe it works like baseball, where like your 4th at bat is usually your best guy,
Oh, hey.
the cleanup. You know what I'm
Maybe.
saying?
You just never know what's going
Yeah,
on.
what about the cleanup?
Yeah,
You just don't know what someone's.
Cleanup must have been messy.
that's right.
Yeah, like was it one bed or did he have them each in different beds? Like, you know, did he have to
I think it
clean
was
up?
6 different
and then-
rooms.
you
I
know.
think 6 different rooms. If I had to bet money.
Yeah, I would think that they would
A
each.
gangbang situation?
No, they're all intimate relationships
Yeah,
individually.
there were
Well, you know,
songs sung.
if you get one pregnant and then that one helps you with the second one and then those 2 help you with the third one, then
They're all
those 3
kinda-
help you with the fourth one. I could do that in half a day.
I'm just telling you that I'm going to bet big on the Nigerian basketball team in about 10 years.
These girls are all taller than this guy too.
Wait a minute, they'll be 10 years old.
Yeah, but they sneak them in. They falsify the birth certificates. Over
Yeah,
there.
they're pretty tall.
Yeah,
One of them's going to win the Boston Marathon.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
if they have it.
It's just a numbers game.
They'll do like in Ford versus Ferrari. All the kids will cross the finish line at the same time.
What's the next one?
human
look, all
brain
their mothers
cells-
showed up. Where's the dad?
Human brain cells
Resting.
could be gene edited to reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, scientists claim. Researchers are examining methods to alter genes within the human brain. This genetic variant could reduce the risk of developing the disease. Basically, 1 in 150 people living in Scandinavia have this thing that it's like a genetic thing that doesn't allow them to get the disease of Alzheimer's.
Did you just say 1 out of 1?
1 out of 150.
1 out of 150. So they've identified some of these people that have that, and now they're going to be able to change that genealogy in you to have their thing. And maybe there won't be any side effects.
That'd be great. That's a horrible disease.
Yeah, but the doctor forgot where he put the paperwork.
It's because he's like not the 1 in 150.
Yeah. But that
was a good one.
How do you decide who's going to be like? Would you let your kids have that procedure? Like the first people, that's kind of a scary thing, right? The first wave of screwing with people's genes and stuff.
No. Let someone else be the guinea pig.
Yeah, but some kids want to forget who their parents are.
That's true. That is true.
You know that firsthand, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carlo, you fiddled with genes before, right?
Yeah, they're usually skinny ones.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm one of 6 kids.
Great smugglers.
And the other 5 mothers are really upset.
I don't know. I think that's scary. How do you? I guess you do it in mice first, and if it works in mice, we go to orphanages, and then
Probably
maybe,
rats.
Maybe after a couple of years of like working on kids nobody cares about, we maybe try it on like
Canadians.
Yeah, and then it comes to my health care. I think that's the way to go, right?
Yeah, they got socialized medicine, so
Yeah.
what do they care? What's your problem? I can't forget anything.
Yeah.
They should have.
Yeah, see, that's crazy too. What if they did that? What if you had you could like remember the
Photographic
smells?
memory.
Yeah,
It's like a Twilight Zone episode.
that's some scary shit.
Your sense of smell is the most powerful sense for memory.
That's right. It's tied to your olfactory sense.
Yeah.
I think they should do this experiment to Pretty Mike.
We should.
Yeah.
Let's check it
Be
out.
a man.
I think we should do it. All right, what's the next one?
SoulCycle, the New York-based fitness company, is under fire again. There are allegations that their top instructors are abusing their clients. So some of the accusations, are from throwing fruit at people that weren't exercising hard enough, or like one person said that they got a kiwi thrown at them for getting the food order wrong. They've been
No, that was
fat-shaming-
he was an employee.
Oh, yes,
a juggler.
yes,
Yeah,
that
he was a juggler.
He's a juggler.
Yeah, here's a hint. Get the fuck off the bike and leave.
They were fat shaming the desk staff that works at the front and sending nude images to clients.
Of the fat people,
Yes,
they
no.
were taking pictures.
What about abuse like in 1972 as opposed to abuse in 2020?
Yeah, I know.
No, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everyone's
Let me
so
get this straight.
sensitive today.
You're paying for this, right?
Yeah. Like,
Let me ask you something. Am I out of line, right? Like, if I'm going to get a personal trainer and I'm, like, being open-minded enough to, like, let a woman train me, like, that thinks, like, she knows how to, like exercise and all that silly shit or whatever, like, am I out of line in asking for, like, a complete naked body shot so I can see that she knows what she's talking about? Like, do you know what I mean?
no, I mean, just ask to see her in like underwear.
But what
No,
if
you
I
don't say you
narrowed
can
it
see-
down?
you don't
What if
wanna-
I narrow? I understand, but I'm narrowing it down.
Is it
I
a
guess
female?
It's 3, and I don't
What
know
if
which
it's a guy?
one. It's 3 people, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying the gender.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure which one I want to get. But I think that if we just pulled off that last layer that you're talking about, I might be able to make a really educated decision.
Yeah. You
But
want to know
everyone's-
if she exercises her labia.
Yes, I guess.
Everyone's
What the fuck
genetics.
is wrong with you, man?
Everybody's genetics are different, Klusk.
Yeah.
You know,
I
some
know
guys
that-
don't even have to work out and they look great, and some guys have to work out like
And
crazy
how am I
and
supposed
look
to
like
see your
shit.
genetics with your underwear on? Is what I'm saying.
So let me get this straight.
You're looking to see.
If she can ride a bike 2,500 miles without stopping, that's not enough proof that she's a good trainer.
That
She does 12 classes a day.
Bike's gonna get a lot more mileage than I will.
He paints portraits of naked people, like those art people. You know, he goes in
do.
those classes.
Dude, you want to hear a fucking ridiculous story?
25% of the time, they actually allow me to do it too.
My stepson has a friend who's insane, and he shows me this photograph of himself naked with an erection holding an American flag. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He goes, my mother loves this picture. His mother sent it to him while he was in Afghanistan in the war.
What do you mean his mother's? Oh,
His mother loves the picture of him holding the flag with an erection.
She's
So I think
patriotic.
we need another rule. One rule: never let the flag touch the ground. Never hold it with a heart on.
I think it should
Thank
give you
you,
a hard on
James.
when you hold the flag. I think that should be they should be in schools, just Pledge of Allegiance with full erections.
Yeah.
You know what? I just realized I publicly shamed a guy who's like the biggest firearms instructor in Massachusetts.
And he's not afraid to show what he's packing.
you think he's gonna gun you down?
No, it's James. If he's watching this, he's going, "They're talking about me."
He sounds pretty insane. This guy.
Oh, he's the greatest guy. He'll let you. You get your hands on any gun. You want to go shoot guns with this
Now
guy?
you're saying good things about him, trying to redeem yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's my bestest friend.
What do we got next, Cluster?
If you have an above-average sized forehead, you've probably been watching a lot of the Hallmark Channel lately. And Christmas stories are everywhere, aren't they? You can watch movies on HBO now. You can watch them on entire channels dedicated to it. What holiday movies would you say kind of wrap up the holiday for you guys?
The Exorcist. It's all about Jesus.
Yeah, it is, right?
I think It's a Wonderful Life for me is like the one.
Oh, Frank Capra, baby.
You always got to watch that one.
Yeah.
Frank Capra. You want to hear a cool story about Frank Capra?
Yeah.
Frank Capra is dead broke. He's in San Francisco. They locked his hotel. He can't get in to get his clothes and everything. He overhears a conversation about a guy who wants to make a movie. He goes over, tells the guy that he's a movie maker and he can make him the greatest movie, gives him a line of bullshit. He goes, but I need an advance. The guy gives him money. Capra goes and gets his fucking clothes and everything out of Hawk. He gets on a bus. He's leaving. He feels so guilty that he gets off. He goes back. He says to the guy, look, I lied to you. That's not what I do. Here's the most of your money back, and I promise I'll pay you back what I spent already. And the guy goes, I don't give a shit what you do. That was a great idea. Go make it. And that's how he became a movie maker.
Wow. Oh, this is before he was okay.
This was like his
Beginning.
first thing. He was the greatest. He had to fight and struggle for every single
what
movie he
movie?
made.
Some of the movies that he did.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
And then all the other ones.
All the. all those.
All right, you want to hear
He
the
did all of those?
You want to hear the
Wow.
most important movies he made?
What?
He made movies called Why We Fight that were meant just to be shown to the military about why we had to get into World War II. And they were only going to show it to the military. And he invented the teleprompter he had a general, and the general talking to the troops in a movie theater. So he made them look down. So if you're sitting in the theater, it looked like he was looking right at you. And he wrote all his dialogue on a roll of paper towels or something. I don't know if they had paper towels back then.
They didn't wipe their hands.
And just and they ended up because people after World War I, people thought, America, we should all just be our own thing, and they needed to know that if we don't get into this war, this is eventually going to be our own thing, because Hirohito and Mussolini and Hitler were going to take over the world, and then they'd turn on each other, and he made these films. And I'm taking off in a plane reading this book, Frank Capra's autobiography, and I'm like, I got to get my hands on these films. I wonder if I could find them somewhere in Hollywood. I flew to San Francisco. I went in a Walmart and found 5 of them. He won Academy Awards for those.
Wow.
Carl,
That was a boring story.
you can't stand that guy, right?
Frank Capra.
Frank, not really.
No, Hitler.
Oh, Hitler. I hate Hitler.
Yeah.
I want to wipe that guy's face
If I ever
off
see
the-
him on the street.
I know.
I want to kick that guy's ass.
Yeah.
But as far as holiday movies, I would say it's not a Christmas movie, I would put it in the holiday category. But Trains, Planes, and Automobiles is one of the best
That's
comedies.
a great flick.
Like, has a good feel
Everything
to
was
it.
great. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Did
John
you see that
Candy.
there's a new documentary? Steve Martin did a
No.
thing about the scenes that got cut out.
There's
of the movie?
almost that movie was like
Planes, Trains,
3
and
hours
Steve Martin
long.
wrote that, or he had something to do with it?
What,
John
he's
Hughes.
in it.
John Hughes wrote and directed it, but that was supposed to be 3 hours long, and it kept getting cut back because comedies have to be short, or they had to be at the time. And there are entire scenes that were shot with like comedy legends that were omitted from the movie.
Who else was in Plane, Trains?
That's
and
not
Automobiles?
a
Was it De Niro?
pillow.
John Candy in it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of another.
John
movie.
Candy, Steve Martin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
that,
then not much else.
No.
that was a
The
great
whole movie is just the two of them.
Yeah.
What was the one with De Niro and the other guy when they were like
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
That's a great one
that
too.
was a good
but
one.
there's no turkeys or Christmas
Yeah.
presents on that one.
Home Alone was a great one.
I
It was a
got
great-
2 words
Yes.
for you.
Christmas Vacation.
Shut the fuck up.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh, Midnight Run. I saw Midnight Run in the first row of the balcony at the Mann Bruin Theater in Westwood. The greatest sound system you'll ever see in your life. See here, and that movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Hey, Hop Along, Keys of the Beach.
A Christmas Story is also being mentioned in the chat by Tasso. Oh,
I never saw the great appeal for A Christmas Story.
I do like A Christmas Story. I mean,
but
24 hours.
Die Hard is.
I don't
the,
need it 24 hours.
Die Hard is the greatest holiday movie.
I'll buy into that. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
Bad
one.
Santa.
Bad Santa.
Gremlins.
I didn't
Gremlins
walk right
is
for a
good one.
week. Bad Santa's funny.
Gremlins is
Let
good
me ask
too.
you something. How come when
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz? Yeah, that's good.
That was Christmas.
You know what I always think of? How old are you?
52.
All right. I watch movies that I know. Like, you ever see Bye Bye Birdie? You never saw Bye Bye Birdie? Oh my God. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I thought, I got to show my daughter this movie. And then I'm thinking, how the fuck do I know every scene in this movie? We didn't have VCRs. I got to watch this movie once a year when it was on TV.
Right.
And then I'm watching it with my daughter, and it's 18-year-old Anne Margaret puts on a sweater and takes all her clothes off underneath the sweater.
Good move.
And I'm like,
That's how you-
oh,
yeah.
that's why I liked this movie when I was 14. You never saw Bye Bye Birdie with Dick Van Dyke,
I don't think I ever did.
Anne Margaret?
No. I'll watch it though this year,
Son of a bitch.
and I'll call you.
It's got a Dick and a Van Dyke?
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Dick Van Dyke, he was something else.
Oh, it's
He
one
could
guy.
dance,
That
he
guy
could
was great.
sing, he could do everything, he could act, he was
The
funny.
Dick Van Dyke Show was a great show.
Oh, man.
That was a great show.
You know what that was based on?
Nope.
Really? Why am I doing all the talking? It's his show.
Go ahead. You're.
Carlo doesn't watch TV.
You know what Dick Van Dyke
Carlo's
was
TV
based
was made
on?
of wood.
All right, did you ever see the movie My Favorite Year?
Nope.
All right, there was a show called Your Show of Shows with Sid Caesar. And his writers were Mel Brooks,
She was awesome.
Carl Reiner,
Yep.
Woody Allen. What's
Weirdo.
the other guy's name that did The Odd Couple?
You just said his, didn't you just say his name?
No,
He
the
made The Odd
playwright-
Couple.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What?
Tony Curtis?
No. He wrote it.
Oh.
It was
Paul
a play.
Something.
He was like one of the greatest comedy writers of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felix Unger.
So this was this great show, but the Dick Van Dyke Show was supposed to be Dick Van Dyke was one of the writers on that show, and Carl Reiner, who was one of the writers, played the star of that show. You remember when he got to talk to his boss, who was the star of the TV show that they wrote for? That's what that was based on. And the movie My Favorite Year? Really? What the fuck, Carl?
These are like, what years were these movies? I don't think I was even born.
Neil Simon.
Neil Simon, that's right.
I wasn't even born. You talk about.
You're so full of shit. My favorite year was in the 80s. Oh, God.
I was doing in the 80s. Come on, I was partying hard.
In
Partying hard.
That's right.
in acting
Did you have
class,
your
they would
junk in
always
a
make you
bag?
do-
Being a man.
Did you put your meat in a bag when you were partying hard in the 80s?
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Check out this video. We'll be right back with these guys.
Hey!
Has been dedicated to providing high-quality products and services to the New England area since 1946. With 6 locations, from their manufacturing plant in New Hampshire to their rental yard in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Lynn Ladder is the one-stop shop for all your new equipment and rental needs. Lynn Ladder has catered to contractors and homeowners for the past 72 years. Have a project big or small? Then call the Ladder King today at 1-800-225-2510.
Hi, I'm Mr. Monday. If I want to get shot out of a cannon on a Monday, I have to be fresh and ready to go. Hey, let's face it, us men, we're all a bunch of hairy animals, but we could use a little trim. How come every time I try, I cut my sack and I bleed? If you're gonna put clippers and blades near your family jewels, it's time to use right tools. The new Lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped has skin-safe technologies, so this trimmer won't nick and snag your nuts. Having an accident below the belt is a thing of the past. Get 20% off and free shipping with code GARDEN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GARDEN. There's a lot of nuts out there. Now it's time to handle them with care.
Yeah! We're back, baby. Oh, I missed you so much, Carlo.
It's been too long. How
It
long's
was
it been?
too long. It was too long.
Before the
man.
pandemic.
I was just talking about the commercial break, but okay.
What do we got, Klaus?
As the years pushed onward, it's been harder and harder for people to make money. Opportunities, you have to find them where you can get them. And some of our viewers have come up with innovative ways that they can do themselves, and we're going to have you guys rate them. Do you guys want to check them out?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, chandeliers, right off the bat, those are super expensive, right? But if you want to finish your kitchen or living room with one, you could do something like this. What about this? This was from a fan in Iowa. They needed better light distribution. They had no money. How good is that?
I mean, if I lived in a trailer, that'd be great.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look at this. That's Iowa. What a poor guy.
I think it's kind of green. It's very, modern. It's
That
kind
is
of...
It's going to cause a fire.
What?
Yeah, the wire to the
How's
wood.
it going to cause a fire?
The
Look
wire
at the
to the
tape.
wood. It's frayed.
They were very careful the way they taped it on the hotel hanger. That's a hanger from
Yeah,
a
it's
hotel.
good electrical
Yep.
tape.
They didn't even pay for the hanger. They stole it. The tape is blue.
Yeah.
The-
It's blue electrical tape.
The wire is red. You got a little Americano going on there. You got
Yeah.
the
in Iowa.
white lights. You got red, white, and blue. It's hanging on what is obviously a very old ceiling.
You tell me I can't walk into any American Eagle right now and sell these to the dressing room right now, to an American Eagle dressing room. They're not going to buy those?
Probably not.
No.
That is definitely in a.
Would you put that in your room where you just put that couch together?
If I lived in a mobile home like they do, yes, I would put that up.
All right.
We'll do another one?
And then it's target practice when you're done with it.
You'd hang your coat on there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Klaus. What's the next one?
All right. So you grow up having to share a room with your brother. You guys have bunk beds, but only one gets the distribution with a fan when it's hot and you turn the fan on.
Yep.
These innovative brothers hooked up their jeans to a fan, and now they both get breeze through the pant legs. You do have
Wow.
to smell one of them's balls all the time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
the
right.
guy in the bottom's like the bully for the one up top, so he'd probably sweat his balls off.
No,
of that
there's
thing.
a little fat kid on the bottom who can't make it to the top bunk, doesn't deserve any of the fucking wind. I was that kid, and that's what my brother said to me, so be a man. Fuck him. When you can take your older brother off the top bunk, you can have the fan.
Right.
Little prick. They used his pants because they were bigger than the skinny
Let
prick
the other
on the
guy
top
sweat.
bunk.
Let the guy should just sweat to death. The other one.
The fucking fat kid's gonna sweat no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes. I would rather sweat than smell my brother's asshole, right? That's like a fart filter right
But I
there.
mean, what if those are filter? What if those are clean though? What if those are like
Like
just
you
come out
put,
of the wash?
how many dryer sheets you use?
Oh. Those
That's already answered my question right there, Carlo. No thanks. We're using my jeans.
one. Just one.
Okay, fine. Then we're right.
I mean,
That's
you
what-
can't use too many. Those things are expensive.
yeah, and then you get a rash if you use
Plus-
too many of them.
I've had a rash for weeks.
It's
How
probably
many-
the amount of dryer sheets
Yeah.
we're using.
How
When's
many
the last
pants?
time you had a good rash?
A good rash?
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember the last time I had a rash because I was so thrilled that it was just a rash.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
I
Oh
understand.
man. And I have a female doctor, and when she's got to move your balls over to tell you it's jock itch, and it's not herpes, you're like, oh, thank God. Well, there was this.
If it was
French,
a mead, I would go check. I would get checked.
Wait a minute. How many
Dr.
pairs
Mead?
of pants did you have when you were 12? One. We had fucking school pants and
Yeah.
jeans. And these motherfuckers got enough money to waste a pair of pants on a fan.
He's gonna wear those.
They
to
can
school
buy
in the
another
morning.
fan. The fan costs less than the fucking pants.
I had four pairs of pants at 12.
You were rich.
No, I just had four. I had four. No, I got a lot of hand-me-downs.
You grew up on the ocean, didn't you?
Older brothers. My mother's friends used to give us clothes.
Tell me I'm wrong. This didn't start with somebody being smart. This started with the fat kid came home and his jeans were all smelly and stinky from his sweaty balls, and then he took them off and hung them up on the fan to air them out, and then the they just pretended like that fixed the problem, but that just caused
Where
another
do we
problem.
find these two brothers?
Now they both have pink eye.
That's what I want to know. Where did these two brothers come from?
They're
Revere.
from Dislavia. It's
They're from Revere.
They're from Point of Pines, or they're from like Shirley Ave area?
Shirley Ave. All day long,
These are the
Shirley
new
Ave.
condos on the Linwood.
Look, you can look out the window. You don't see fucking Kelly's roast beef out that window.
It's a fire escape.
No, you see
That's a fire escape.
The fucking garage next door.
What's next, class?
Buying numerous tools for every situation can get extremely expensive. This guy in Michigan didn't want to buy a rubber mallet, so he just used what he had to MacGyver his own. Check this shit out. Brilliant.
Elastics.
Yeah.
To use a rubber mallet like once or twice in the entire lifetime of owning a home. This guy was like, no.
I'm sure the kids appreciated the rubber bands.
We actually had a picture of what he used to clean a shit clogged in the toilet, and it was just a frap spoon. This guy does whatever he needs.
What?
You guys remember frap spoons?
Well, what's a use for a rubber mallet? What's something you would do with a rubber mallet?
You
Just
just-
like to hit something that you don't want to dent.
You don't want to dent.
Like if she didn't.
Something metal.
You know what I like? I got a sand hammer. You know, like it's got sand in it or something, so that when you swing it, it gives it a little more force when all the sand moves. Yeah. What is that?
It's like a tambourine.
I don't even know what it is. I just bought it because it did that.
Where'd you buy it?
I bought it probably at like fucking Home Depot or something. Harbor Freight. Dude,
What a store.
dude, if you want something that'll last you a couple of weeks, go to Harbor Freight and don't use it for a week.
I bought a tile cutter. I got a tile cutter from there one time. Big mistake.
You
What was
missed
his
my
name?
joke.
I understood it.
If you want something that lasts a couple of weeks,
I
buy
know.
it at Harbor Freight and don't use it for a week. No, I'm sorry. What if I keep forgetting we're on TV. I love the people at Harbor Freight. They let me bring my dog in the store.
Wait, what kind of dog do you have?
I had a beautiful Shepadoodle, and my wife thought that he needed a friend, so we bought a fucking standard poodle that at 16 weeks, they'll be half their adult weight, and this dog is 13 weeks, and he weighs 40 fucking pounds.
Oh, it's one of those
That's your full
poodles.
size.
Yeah.
Those are nasty. They're
Standard
vicious, aren't they?
No, they're the second smartest dog in the world. They're brilliant dogs.
What's the number one? Shepherd?
No, Shepherd's fifth. Number one is a Border Collie.
Wow.
Border Collie, standard poodle. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't know you're such a canine specialist.
Dude, I got dogs. My daughter's got dogs.
Yeah.
I taught my daughter how to train a dog, and all my mother keeps telling me is how good my daughter trains her dogs.
I knew you had dogs because you have dog hair all over you every
No,
time.
I don't.
Every time
Fucking poodles. I have hypoallergenic, non-shedding dogs, so you're full of shit. This hair is from
And
prostitutes.
your hair's falling out. I don't know. What the fuck is going
Again,
on?
he missed another punchline. I said the hair is from prostitutes. But they all have PhDs.
Well, some of
And
them
that has
are-
nothing to do with Miss Monday.
That's how they paid
fucking
for college.
connect that. What?
That's how they paid for college.
Oh man, you ever go to Texas? Every girl you meet in Texas, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm studying medicine, but at night I'm a dancer. You know? Well, I'm going to be a lawyer, but at night I'm a dancer. At night they're a dancer. Nothing else.
So, I
Fucking-
mean, they're dancing. That doesn't mean they're doing anything else.
Studying medicine
Yeah.
sounds like coke.
Why, you think strippers are like hookers?
I have gone out with some of the most wonderful strippers you'll ever meet.
Gone out like as a girlfriend?
Yeah. Comedians and strippers have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah.
We both walk on stage
Seedy.
and are basically naked. They bare their body, I bare my soul.
Right.
We have a lot in common. My brother ratted on me. My brother was a pig
Told your
growing
wife-
up.
told
And he
your
was
wife
like,
about the stripper?"
all the girls I went out with, I never went out with a stripper. He's going to get a disease. My mother said, you going out with a stripper? I said, no. She said, what's your girlfriend's name? I said, Autumn Blue. From the Naked Eye. She danced at the Naked Eye.
The Naked Eye Lounge. You guys don't even know about that
No.
place. I know.
Remember
I know
Princess
about that place.
Cheyenne?
She worked there?
Yeah, she with all the feathers. She was
don't
the
remember.
star at the Naked Eye, Princess Cheyenne.
The Be
I
a
wish
Man
I
Diary
could- You remember
remembers
her? Yeah, see? Switch places with your brother. Okay, so it was a guy who became a girl and then was a lesbian. And she used to say, I swear to God, she would say to guys, why don't you want to fuck me? My tits are 6, my pussy's only 2.
Ooh. That's because
She was gorgeous.
You got to be into.
Look at, I can't believe you're all speechless. This is a first on Mr. Monday. No, I can't believe I got you all to shut up for like 30 seconds. No, yeah. I'm going to find that stripper, and she's going to be Ms. Maybe. Ms.
Well, she could be Mr. Miss. Like, we'll make an exception for her.
You would have fucked this chick.
Yeah.
She was gorgeous. Tall, beautiful.
I would have fucked the lady with the
Did
2-year-old
you
pussy
have sex with
16
her?
years later.
No, I was fucking Autumn Blue.
Oh.
I just remember my wife is sitting over there.
This is long before she was around.
Oh, long before
Yeah,
she was around.
We know this.
Spring.
It was before I was round.
Right. What's the next one, Klaus?
Pedals on a bike are made for certain types of shoes designed for performance. What if you have worn out shoes that don't want, like sandals and shit, you don't usually want to use that for a bike? This is the answer. These are carpeted pedals.
Just go barefoot. Why even wear anything if you have carpet?
You don't need to at this point, right?
Yeah, go barefoot.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
kind of common sense, isn't
And
it?
the carpet on the pedals is worth more than that piece of shit bicycle.
Seriously.
Look at the tires, though. They're pretty thick.
But you could swap them out, and, like do different colors, different days, and maybe like have some fun with it.
Oh, different color carpeting?
Yeah,
What about like
shag.
doing like linoleum?
Oh wow, you just opened me up to a whole new world. I like where you're going with this,
You know,
Carlo.
linoleum?
I would have
That'd be nice.
hardwood pedals.
How about like some ceramic tile? For the
Yeah, I'm
pedals?
thinking granite,
Hardwood.
but ceramic's probably
Oh,
better.
granite.
Yeah.
Marble would scratch too easy.
Carlo, am I crazy? In
Especially
thinking
with
that we
your
can get
bunions.
a beveled, textured edge on this somehow?
Yeah, we could. Oh. Yes, we could do this. Yeah, it looks like a cool bike.
I would put the carpeting on the seat.
Yeah.
Oh, tickle your balls when you pedal.
Really?
Nice shag carpet around your junk.
If you have an itchy asshole, that's a good way to take care of
Hey,
it.
that's the only way I know I got a good workout on my bike if my ass is bleeding.
What?
Right.
Why do bicycle seats have to be different than every other seat that we ever make?
Because it only connects to your sits bones.
Whoa. What bones do I have?
See, you didn't think I knew what the fuck I was. Oh, no
don't
one
know
thinks
what-
the fat guy can ride a bicycle. Fine, okay, fuck yourselves.
He rides a bike with training wheels.
You have bones called sits bones. That's why a bicycle seat can be so small, because the only thing that's really making contact with them is those bones. So if you have a big, wide bike seat that everyone thinks is so fucking comfortable, they're lying. It's bullshit.
Huh. Carlo,
your
can you
sits
check
bones.
and see if I have sits bones later?
Sure. Can you juggle? Can your friend, the juggler, can he juggle while riding a bike?
You can juggle while riding a unicycle on a fucking 6-foot stage and go
Really?
right to the edge.
What's he juggle? Like 3 things at a time?
He could juggle any fucking thing you
Like
want.
8 balls at a time he could do.
All right, the guy that someone threw something at, his name was Jeff. He's a great juggler.
Jeff the juggler.
My buddy Randy and these guys, I have so many friends that are great jugglers.
But they do like how many balls at a time on whatever object?
Actually, my buddy just posted a photo of himself juggling 7 balls. Boom, 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 on the ground. Wow, wow, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That Nigerian prince we talked about earlier was juggling 6 bitches.
Yeah. And 6 babies.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
That's like 12 things going on
That's
right
a
there.
lot. It's the 12 days of Christmas right there.
yeah. What do you think it looks like when he's watching his wives put the fucking decorations up?
You guys want to check out one more wacky
Lot of
little
ass.
home
Yeah.
invention?
Yes.
In the UK, this dog owner knows that their dog loves to bark at everybody that walks down the street. But they didn't want him to just slide right through the fence, so they created this collar with a wooden spoon.
Would you consider that animal abuse?
I think that's hilarious, actually.
Is that animal abuse?
My dog would figure out how to get that spoon out of the collar.
Second smartest dog in the world.
Does anybody
Yeah.
else look at this and think it's a prequel to Lady and the Tramp, where he makes the spaghetti? I'm the only
Well,
Disney
if
fan.
you look at the photo, you can see that these cocksuckers haven't painted that fence since the fucking 40s. And the dog is going to scratch himself on the rust and die of fucking some poison shit. He's going to get
Yeah.
tetanus.
And he has snow on his back. They're not
Yeah.
even taking care. He's out in the snow.
No,
Yeah.
animal abusers would stick that spoon somewhere else on the dog.
I'd stick it up the fucking owner's ass.
Yeah, you would.
I would like,
The ladle,
buy-
the ladle side.
Yeah, you know the easiest way to solve this? Buy a fucking normal sized dog
I'll get a new fence.
If your dog can fit through the fence, it's not a dog. That's not a fucking dog.
Does anybody notice
That's a
that?
cute dog.
That dog walks off the curb. He stubs his dick.
What kind
Right.
of dog is it?
All right, if he walks up a curb.
What kind
Can
of,
you imagine?
What kind of dog is that?
It's a dachshund, yeah.
Is that the carpet pedaled bicycle also in the picture there? I see the wheel of the carpeted pedaled bicycle. This same guy is just revolutionizing the whole fucking thing.
He's creative. Very creative guy.
That might be the Mallet guy too.
All right, first of all, if it was a real dog, he'd be strong enough to break the fucking spoon. I would take the spoon out and steal the fucking dog.
He's older.
I would take the spoon out and steal the spoon.
Yeah, take the
the
spoon.
dog there, they'd be
They'd
so
have the
mad.
dog in the hospital. Where the fuck did it go?
So we got the winter coming. What's the deal with comedy?
That's a good segue.
I know. What's the deal with comedy?
We still do it. We're just cold. No, man. I've done 3 shows since March. I'm going to be at Giggles in a couple of weeks.
What night? I'm gonna make sure I'm away.
We're-
What night? What
Giggles
night?
is great.
What's the date? Give a plug. Here.
I've been to the Giggles tent at least 6 times, and it's like a little party inside.
It's cool,
there.
right?
Yeah, I did it for Pie Night. Did
Yeah,
you go
I didn't
for
get.
Pie
I
Night?
couldn't get a ticket because they sell out quick. So if you
Yeah.
want to get in there, buy your tickets right away.
Yeah,
It's fuck-
it's horrible, man.
That sucks. But I'm saying there's supposed to be another shutdown coming.
Yeah, I know. I live in New Hampshire, though. The cases are actually going down in New Hampshire.
Now, can you be from Mass and go to New Hampshire, or do you have to have a COVID test?
If you're commuting for work, you can go back and forth.
Okay, but if I want to just go up there to go to, like, say, the casino,
You
or something.
tell them you're commuting for work.
If you're willing to go down, they'll let you do whatever you want.
You tell them I'm scouting out new locations for my podcast.
That's good. And it, you know what? It's how you word it, right? So like, if you're
Right.
going up to meet some girl, you're like, I'm planning my family, or you know what I mean? Like, you just it's a long
Well,
term.
I don't think it's going in. I think it's coming into Massachusetts.
Okay.
I don't think New Hampshire gives a
that's
shit.
what I was asking you. I think coming into Mass for New Hampshire people,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah, but going the other way.
Going up there, it's not.
Yeah.
New,
I had a
New Hampshire's
minor.
like, bring your money,
That's why I
come
asked
up
you.
here.
I was driving with a minor, a guy with a warrant, and a bunch of fireworks. I probably shouldn't keep going back and forth like that.
Yeah, but when did you buy the fireworks? We all know
Before she turned 18.
July 5th.
Oh.
What the fuck? He
That's
doesn't.
right. That's
See,
right. Damn
they're
it,
in
Joe.
You need the Alzheimer's
Ah, man,
operation.
That's right.
Can we plug this movie? Can we talk about this?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes. This is a movie that I made, Suckers. This is if you know anybody who sells cars, this is their favorite movie right here. I wrote this movie. It's based on my life, and this girl is Laurie Loughlin.
She's in the can.
She's in jail.
Right.
Yeah, but she's also in this movie,
Tell me that, yeah.
naked.
She's naked in there?
Yeah, oh,
How's
yeah.
she look?
Look at this. See this dude? This is Louis Mandylor. Pretty boy. Plays me in the movie. I look good.
Did he
Tell me if
get
I
her
look
naked?
like him. I
Did
couldn't
he get
get-
her naked in the movie?
Yeah, because I wrote it into the script. They said, Laurie Loughlin's going to play your ex-wife. I go, I need to rewrite one scene.
Did you disrespect her in the movie?
No, she was really nice, actually.
No,
And
your ex-wife.
my ex-wife?
Yeah.
You want to hear a fucking story? Yeah. God, I hope my daughter's not watching this. I wrote this character. I softened up my wife so much. I made her so much nicer. And then we had a screening and people still fucking hated her. I'm like, what the fuck was I married
Well, it's because
to?
her parents got her the audition, right?
Huh? But she's got a lot of fucking money, man. She's got all her money, and she's married to Massimo. And then Daniel Benzali, he used to have a show. All right, so we remastered this. We did the colors and the sound and everything, and you can get it on Amazon. You can
Netflix.
stream it on Vimeo, and you go to Joe Yanetty at everything.
How long is it?
And Roger Nygaard, if you look at the credit, Roger Nygaard, go to his website, and he's got all the links there too. What?
How long?
How long?
How long is the movie? How many
I
minutes?
don't know, about 8 inches?
How many minutes?
92.
Pretty long. That's,
No, that's good. That's right in the sweet
No,
spot.
it's like 92 or 96 minutes. 87.
wow.
87 minutes.
Carl just wants to know how much into the movie he has to watch before he gets
I
to
just
see
want
her
to know when I'm
naked.
going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
see her naked.
All right, there's sex,
Drugs.
drugs, swearing, racism,
Sounds like our show.
filthy. There's gunfights.
Perfect. Beautiful.
There's everything.
Sounds like you and me together.
And I'm a cult. Like this has a huge cult following among car dealers. And
I'm a fan of Larry Laughlin.
Laurie Loughlin,
I'm a
she's
fan.
great, man.
Do you think she should be in the
She's
can?
great.
I think she should, but
no.
that doesn't mean I don't like her.
No,
I still love her.
fucking colleges are raping people.
Right.
Yes.
And so she bribed someone. She gave someone more money than
Well, see,
someone else.
That's what. How is she? Whoever got the bribe is in jail too, right? Is that person in jail?
No.
So what the fuck are we talking about? The person who gave the bribe? It should be the person at the college that did it.
Because
Yeah.
of the actors and the
Yeah.
actresses. And the
Why the fuck is she in
Honestly,
jail?
I think that we should get our viewers together. We should get a petition. We should get it signed by everybody for Laurie Laughlin, and I want to see her with her shirt off.
I want to know why
Just watch Suckers.
you can pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for an education so you can be a clerk at
Yeah.
at what do you call it?
Breaking balls?
No, a what? At a dispensary.
Yeah.
Like you have a degree in psychology, and you paid $200,000 for it, and so she paid a couple of $100,000 more.
Joe, you knocking
and they're
my
like,
degree
hey,
and
that's
vibing
cheating.
out?
Who makes the prices?
I don't know.
Who sets the prices?
Suckers?
You get a degree at fucking Salem State. It's the same degree you get at Harvard. Just go with me.
I'm with you. I agree.
Right. So what the fuck?
Isn't Harvard your alma mater, though?
I went to, no. Oh. My wife went to Harvard, but just as a caterer.
My alma mater was Pagola.
Pagola?
Nice.
Until she married my father, and then
Oh. I thought he was saying pergola incorrectly. I got
Hey, well,
married
listen,
under a
thank
pergola.
you for coming up tonight.
No,
man.
wait, buy the movie.
Buy the
buy suckers.
Thank you. This was great, man.
Great job
I
as
don't-
usual.
Did we do a good job?
Listen, we're going to give a plug to Be a Man. Follow Be a Man.
Be a man!
He's got 150,000 followers on TikTok, and you got to follow him on Instagram, too. He's the biggest sensation since Don King.
Yes.
All right?
Bigger.
And he's the
Bigger.
last bastion of manhood in this world. It's
That's
2020
right.
is the last. I mean, he's Conan.
Be a
And he's
man.
fucking smart.
It's pretty smart. All right, Monday on 3. We'll see you next week.